Hi everybody, we're going to delve a little bit more into sound effects, working with sound effects or even location effects, trying to strip them, that sort of thing in this episode 11. So in this episode I have my dialogue and I've added this little sound effect I want to pull out of this and separate the ambience. So one of the things I can do is I can use the Unmix Soundtrack module. Best quality is preferred, even though it takes time. And hopefully what I get is most of the sound effects or all of the sound effects on one layer and dialogue on another, and a blank music layer. I've used this very successfully in the past, this Unmix Soundtrack, to rework a commercial that someone had handed me that they only had a stereo mix for. It was very, very valuable for that. And also just for stripping things from old mixes where I only had a stereo mix file. Super handy for that. In fact, in one film, I was able to use this to pull the background music, a Louis Armstrong song that was playing off the radio, out of the scene altogether. So this is a really great module, Unmix Soundtrack. So, narration piece 3. I'd expect nothing on the music layer, which there isn't, and then I have the effects layer, which we can patch, because there are slight holes in it, using Ambience Heal, right? Pick the dialogue layer. There we go. Smooth as silk. All right, so now I have this layer here. I'm going to want to separate the ambience from the effect. So the new Unmix Sound Effects module should do the trick. It takes some playing with, I have to say, to get the ambience analysis length right and the threshold and the tolerance and everything, but it does a reasonable job, as you shall see. So when we come down here, I applied that to the effects layer. I now have spot effects layer with just a little bit of ambience, and an ambience layer that's more or less intact. So all I'm going to do is take that spot effects layer, use my transfer tool, which is I have mapped to F1, but you can map it to anywhere, and just transfer that to the right layer, to the ambience layer, right? Now, clean spot effect, and intact ambience. It's one of those things that has made SL13, in my opinion, the greatest post-production spectral editor of all time. You know, just being able to get in to all these layers, and then afterwards you can export files any way you want. I wanted everybody to know that, yes, this is a perfect tool for stripping location sounds like chair squeaks, things like that, anything that you can use, and even just for repurposing old mixes, like grabbing something out that you just know you can't find anywhere else. Okay, so next video, what shall we do from this point on? I think what we should do is look at Unmix Song, just because it's there, and it's a reasonably good thing to know about in post.